Greetings from the shed. This is Diecast Johnny, and today I got a package right here with 13, well, at least 12 of them are vintage Hot Wheels and maybe Matchbox thrown in. I'm not sure exactly, but I got some off of Whatnot, and this guy had some really cool stuff, and some of them I got pretty cheap, and there's one or two that I had to spend a few extra dollars on because I was people was trying to outbid me and everything. But it is what it is when you want the vintage stuff. Not something that's real old. My vintage stuff is mainly from the 80s and late 70s when I was growing up as a kid. The ones that I really wanted from back then. So let's go ahead and get into this box and let you see what I got. Okay, I opened them up and he's put them in these little baggies and stuff, so I'm gonna have to take them out of the baggies and stick them on there on the little stand there for everybody to see. Now this first one is these are really nice little baggies though. I might have to keep these things if I can get them to seal back maybe. I don't know, maybe be pretty cool to have. Let me get the sticker off of it so you don't see the top of the sticker that's on it. The first one I got is this one right here. This one is not real vintage. I don't think I think it's like 2012 or something he said. It's the motorhome. I like motorhomes. I've got a few old vintage motorhomes, and as soon as this one popped up I was like, yeah, I gotta get that. This is the Atari, and it's got wood panel on it. That is pretty sweet. The Atari is 2600. It's even got the console on top of it, if you can see right there. It's got rubber wheels on it and everything, and it's ready to go out onto the hunt for Atari games, I guess. But yeah, it's a neat one. I really liked it. I got it a few dollars. I can't remember exactly, but you know, I had the shipping and stuff on there, and then after I got a few, the shipping went to free for the rest of them. So but yeah, there is an Atari 2600 motorhome, and I think it doesn't really say on the bottom here. Really don't even say. I think these were made like I think they were actually like not like regular Hot Wheels. They were like the maybe kind of like the premiums or something. So because they had the wheels like that on it. The next one up is the Human Torch funny car. Yes, now there is some Marvel stuff that's out now that I don't know, just looks cheap and just junked. I don't care much for, but I always wanted this one. I've seen this one at a few shows, but it's always been in pretty bad shape. So they had some tumbles over the years for this car, but this one, the paint on it is really good. This is Marvel Human Torch drag strip car, and it opens up like that. See the inside. See the Human Torch on the hood. Paint's really good on this one. I really wanted this one. Never had nothing like that when I was a kid, but I do remember seeing a bunch of different funny cars and stuff like that when I was a kid. And I think this one might have came out in the late 70s. Not exactly. The date on the bottom does say 79, it looks like, maybe. But it is a vintage ride, and I'm glad to pick it up and add it to the collection. Next one up, I've been really looking for a while. It's a, I think this is the Chevy. No, this is a Bronco, I believe. Yeah. Check him out. I always wanted this one. I remember this one when I was a kid. It's got really good paint on it and everything. The black walls. And there's a motorcycle on the very back of it. Got the Goodyear sticker on it, and 76 and number 21. Really nice. I don't really think I had one of these when I was a kid. I remember, I think one of my friends had one, but I had the white one that kind of reminded me of Lone Wolf McQuade. But yeah, but this one really sweet. This is, yeah, I think this is the Bronco. I have a hard time deciphering which is the Bronco and which is the Blazers and stuff, because it doesn't really say on the bottom, but I believe this is the Chevy one. Great paint on this one, man. I really like that one, and I had to grab that one, and I have another one in here that I'm going to show you in a little bit. Oh, it even blows that one out of the water. This next one's been played with, as you can tell, pretty bad. I just thought it was cool to grab. I have a vet like this, the Monster vet. That's a purple one that's still mint on card. You can't really see it from here, but it is right there. It's one of the blue cards. And this one's seen better days, as you can tell by the flames on that side and the flames on that side, which is almost completely gone. But it is what it is. Sometimes you can't help but grab something like that, and not always going to be mint shape. I try to get mine as good as I can, but I had to grab another one of these. I knew I didn't have that one. So next up, the Hot Ones from the 80s, the Fiero right here with the red, white, and blue. I had a neighbor that had one of these cars when I was growing up. I think he had I think it was black. It always sounded like it was going to blow up when it ran down the road. I don't know why. It sounded like you had the foot floored and it was just loud, and something's wrong with it, I guess. But I've seen this one off and on. Usually the paint and stuff's pretty bad on it, but this one's not too bad. It's been played with a little bit, but it is a vintage one that I was really looking for, so I'm glad I found it. And there it is, the Fiero. And I'm taking plastic off this next one, and I laughed when I saw it, and I looked up on my wall, and I was like, damn it, I already have this one. Once you have so many cars, it's kind of hard to keep up with some of them, I guess. This one is not really as old, but you know what? Yeah, it is. It's one of them it's got Hot One wheels on it and stuff. 57 Chevy right here. I do have it mint on card. I don't know, I thought I didn't have it, but oh well, I got one mint on card and I got one loose now, so I didn't pay a whole lot for this one either. I think I got it for $1. Really cheap. And I was thinking maybe the wheels were different, but nope, the wheels are the same. So yeah, another 57 to add to the collection. If nothing else, I can put it in my Plano case if I got room. And yeah, I got room. I got to switch out a red one that I have 2 of, so yeah. And he said people that bought a bunch he was going to throw in a freebie, I guess, or maybe 1 or 2 freebies, and I'm not sure what the heck this is, but I know I didn't bid on it. It must be my freebie. Yeah, he must have had some stuff that he just could not get rid of. I don't know what it is. If anybody out there knows what this is, let me know. It looks like something from Fortnite, or is that the name of the little block things? Not, is it Fortnite or is it something else? I don't know. But yeah, that must be my freebie there. But let's get back to the actual cars. Here's an older Hong Kong one. I've been seeing this one off and on for a lot of times, a lot of shows and stuff, and it's usually beat all to hell. And this one's not really the greatest shape either, but it is what it is. And I was just like, nobody was going to bid on it, so I got it for $1. So anytime I can grab one for $1, and I've done past the free shipping part, so I was like, you get it for $1 and maybe like 12 cents for some kind of fee thing. Next one up I thought was pretty sweet. It was just something that I normally wouldn't buy, but I just thought the colors on it was cool, and the decals and stuff was in pretty good shape. And I'm not for sure, I guess the doors or nothing doesn't open. It's got a plastic body. Not sure exactly how old that one is, but it's the gold one, he called it. I don't know. It's just something I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I don't know why. I just grabbed it up. Thought it was pretty cool. Like the colors, like the gold, like the wheels and everything on it. So I was just like, yeah, why not? Throw it in there. You know, I thought I had some Matchbox, but I'm looking at everything. I think everything I got was Hot Wheels. And I'm looking at another one here that I think is another freebie. So I might as well go ahead and stick it on here too. I don't know what the heck this is. Some kind of fantasy ride. Put that on there right there. That must be the second freebie, because I know I didn't bid on this one, some fantasy ride. But it is kind of decent cool. I mean, it's got a little purple color to it and everything right there. Kind of goes with this one. Maybe he thought since I like that one, I would like that one right there too. So he threw it in for free. Next one up. Ooh, about to drop this one. I don't have too many bugs, and I don't know, just something caught me on this one, and I was like, I'd like to grab this one up. This is an older bug here. Thought it was pretty cool. It's like a, I guess you can call it pinkish color. Yeah, it is pink. Maybe I'm going colorblind nowadays. I don't know, but yeah, grabbed it up. It's not a real old one. I don't think, but you can tell by the logo on the bottom. But I mean, it's not. Wasn't born yesterday. That's for a fact. So that's a little bug to my collection. Next one I just thought was pimping, and I bidded a few extra dollars on this one. I think we got up to about $10 or $11 for this one, and I just couldn't. With the decals on it, as good as they was, I was like, I'm walking away with this one. This is California Crushing, baby. Look at that pimp band right there. Yeah, I gotta get me some bands. That's something that I ended up getting into here recently. And with the decals on this one, I thought it was really, really cool. With the drag strip car and stuff on it. California Cruising. Did I say Crushing? I didn't say Crushing, did I? I said Cruising. I don't know why I would say Crushing. There's the other side of it, same thing. Really good, not faded or peeled off or anything. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to grab that one. I ended up, I think, maybe $10 or $11 for it. If I overpaid, oh well. And the next one up, oh man. This one I've been looking for quite a while, and I've seen it a few times at some shows, just like some of the other ones. But the decals was always messed up, and he said you got a hell of a deal on this one, and I believe he's right. I got the 308 Ferrari right there. It does have a few little nicks, nothing real bad. I had this when I was a kid. I love this car, just love it to death, and I'm glad that I got to pick it up, and I got it for $2. Yes, I've seen it at a flea market here about a year ago, and the guy wanted 20 bucks for it, and I passed on it. And it was about the same kind of shape. It wasn't, you know, mint or anything. But the decal, as long as the decals is on it, is pretty good. And it's mostly decent on paint. I will buy it, especially for $2. He said you got a steal on this one. And the next one is the one I paid the most for. Yeah, this one's a little older. It's not real old. But it's still at least about 25, 26 years old, and I've never seen this one, and I just thought it was cool. I love the decals and stuff on it, and it's another Blazer here. This is the Mudster. Mudster, yeah. At first I thought he said Munster, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Got the red back to it. It's got a little motorcycle on the back, too. I like the back of the window where it's dirty, and it says, wash me. That's pretty sweet. I heard, I looked online for this car, and I see that it said something about coming in a 5-pack. So I don't know if it had a single release or not, but it's really sweet. I thought it was cool, and I love Broncos and Blazers and stuff like that. So had to grab it and add to the collection. So there is most of the rides. Well, that's all the rides I got, but most of them are vintage and stuff, and some of them are a little bit older than others, and two little freebies thrown in the mix that I don't understand what they are, especially this one right here. But it was a good night on whatnot. You can get carried away sometimes getting some of this stuff, but I'm glad I got a few freebies, and you know, just gotta add to the collection, man. And I add these vintage ones because this is what I grew up on more than anything, especially getting that Ferrari for so cheap. Human Torch one was so good, and even the newer one of the Atari is pretty nice for the motorhome. Hey, they say buy what you like, so, or buy what you love, or whatever, and this is the stuff I like the best. You know, I do collect newer stuff, and but I really like my vintage stuff. So let me know which is your favorite. My favorite, of course, is my Ferrari and the Mudster Blazer there, or Bronco. Did I say it was a Blazer earlier? I'm not for sure. This one, I don't know if it actually says Blazer or anything. Now it just says Hot Wheels. Some of them say what they are and some of them don't, but it's looking like a Blazer to me. It could be a Bronco. I don't know. Broncos, Blazers, they kind of look the same to me. Anyway, this is Diecast Johnny, and I'm reminding you to keep on collecting.